here at the Security Event 2024. We're just showing the area of the stand just now, which is the shared access solutions. So we now have our Doorbird solution, which is our IP intercom based solution. It can be a keypad only or keypad with scroll to choose the relevant apartment or shared access point or commercial space that you need access to, or a series of buttons that you can press rather than scroll through. We've also got in this bespoke build various access control solutions that we can show you on the stand. So we've got a HID reader which is mobile ready based on a card or a mobile credential. We've got the smarter reader in the unit here that's part of a complete wireless offering. We've got the Doorbird access control system itself in the system, so I can use the app on the Doorbird system to override a door. And we've even got a digital key system, which is our eClick system, that not only allows you to update a key at this point, but when I extract the key, it also opens the door at the same time. That key could now be used to maybe gain access to riser cupboards, lift motor rooms, roof access, or all of those areas where you might not have conventional access control. So we'll just move around the pod. For that communal entrance door, we've got an escape compliant electric lock. So fully escape compliant, controlled access in, free egress out on a handle or panic bar, so we can talk to you about compliance. We've then got representation of various different shared access solutions that we can talk you through, be it commercial or residential. And then we've got our wireless offerings. So split between Aperio. Aperio is one range of access control wireless devices that are designed to work with a multitude of other access control systems, of which there are many. And then we've got our smarter wireless solutions on show here. That is a complete access control system, various wall readers, escutcheons, can work on card and or mobile open now app, and designed to integrate with property management systems. I'm just going to show you the vertical specific section of the stand this year. So this is wrapped around our healthcare solutions, of which we've got various products, Click Protect 2 being the main one, certainly for controlled drugs and the compliance thereof. So typically a nurse would share a bunch of keys around a ward. We mitigate that problem by having an individual key per nurse. They update their key using a wall programming device. That would turn it on for a period of time, typically in that environment for 12 hours. Once the key is actually updated, it now has access rights to within prescribed standards to things like controlled drugs cupboards. So I can get in the cupboard, I can get in the various cupboards, but there's then an audit trail of each time that key is used to access a cupboard. Bedside lockers can be accessed by various means, be it by card or mobile device, to control access to things like self-medication or personal items, or there's a complete standalone solution which can be card only or PIN only for protecting personal items maybe and or medicines. Another section of the stand on the migration from mechanical keys to digital keys and then keyless solution, and the journey that ABLOY has gone on. So if you follow me, at the far left hand here we've got one of the oldest padlocks in circulation, made by ABLOY in Finland, probably upwards of maybe 100 years ago, on the rotating disc mechanism. Moving through more modern high security locks that can be up to SEN grade 6, but with a patented key system that doesn't allow for cloning or copying, through more modern and varied solutions. Then we get migrating to digital key systems, which is eClick. So eClick is a purely digital key. I would call it a credential rather than a key, but it gives you access control rights on anything from a padlock to a cylinder, any form of cylinder, euros, ovals, or whatever it might be. We've then got a range of keyless solutions. So this is our keyless key tube. that you operate by twisting, which wakes it up. Then you use your purely mobile app is called Beat. Then we have our pulse keys, which are energy harvesting keys. So no battery in this key. The energy is created by the action of driving the key into the cylinder, which then forms the marriage, which gives you the access rights to override that lock, cylinder or padlock or whatever it might be. So we've moved from mechanical keys through high security patented systems, digital keys, mechatronic key systems and keyless systems. So as you can see here, we've got a keyless padlock. We've got a keyless controller. Now this is a toggle controller, so on or off. And then we have the same unit behind the shared access door. Invisible, you can't see it, it's tucked away, but that is a timed relay version. So to show you that we've got products, the two devices that are permanently powered on the door are showing on the app right now. If I wake this padlock up by pressing the button, so the lights come on, I can now see the Cumulus padlock. I'm now communicating with this padlock via Bluetooth, not RFID. It now knows that I'm communicating with it. I can open the padlock. That has now gone green. That allows me to access the padlock. But that's been fully audited, who it is and which padlock's being accessed. I can shackle the padlock and it will shackle while it's awake. If it goes to sleep, you power it up to shackle it, or you power it up to audit the fact that you have actually locked it. So we'll demonstrate a sort of lock-unlock on one of the other doors. So we've got the Doorbird intercom unit with a Cumulus controller behind it. So if I go onto the app, I'm now communicating with that little device behind the door. It's talking via Bluetooth to it. It knows it's me via the app. Once it communicates with that little device behind the door, I'll be able to open the door. I don't actually have to lock it because it's a timed unit on an automatic locking door. The other unit is on a toggle mode, so it can be used for things like barriers, automated gates, or any electrical device you so wish that you need to physically unlock and then lock, but with an app. We're just going to demonstrate access control on a door with compliance for escape, but we are doing read in and read out on this door. So I use my card, override the lock, so that allows me in. So we're now on the inside of the building, but we actually want to control the direction of escape on this door. So what I'm going to do, I'm just resetting this unit. So that's now locked, but not just on this primary lock, which would normally allow escape. There's a secondary lock just above this. We've got two units on show, you'd normally only have one. This is a switch unit that's the choice of certain marketplaces because this attracts attention from little children's fingers. This unit is called a touch terminal and does everything that this does in this compact little box. But what you'll notice is we've got a reader. Unless I present my card to that reader, I cannot get out the door, though that would normally be an escape lock. It's released the door. This is the secondary lock that's controlling the direction of escape, of which there's limited units that we can attach to these systems. Once I close the door, the monitoring will show me that that is now controlled egress. Now, controlled egress could be for use for things like preventing run-out theft, protection of vulnerable people, patients and or children from nursery or schools, high level of security, misuse of escape doors. So I've got a time delay on this door. It could be instant release, but if I now press that terminal, I've got up to a 15-second window delay that prevents me getting out of that door. As soon as that reaches zero, it releases this secondary lock and therefore I can now escape. But it's giving a window of opportunity for staff and or security to respond. So So I've silenced it, but I can't reset that unit for a full 60 seconds because once it's released, it assumes multiple people need to escape. What it can be done is tied into a control room environment where multiple doors can be managed from one location for the prevention of theft, protection of vulnerable people, and or managing a complex event.